Hey, what's up everybody? Darth Ponte here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the McFarlane DC Multiverse Flash figure. I was very excited when they announced that the Flash was going to be coming out, especially when I saw the promotional ads for him. Just overall, a really awesome figure. I've always enjoyed the Flash. Very fun character. Super speed. I think has always been a really cool power, especially when Flash gets really going and gets into, all the time travel and stuff. Yeah, very cool. And I always liked, you can see right here with that smirk. Very fun character. Just, yeah, snarky, having a good time. When you're the fastest man alive, yeah, you get that kind of attitude. Yeah, so a lot of fun. So yeah, let's take a look at what he comes with. So he comes with himself. He comes with, hang on there. Comes with the now standard trading card, which is great. This is from the Flash DC Rebirth. On it, you can see the Flash, the Reverse Flash. I'm assuming that's Iris, Kid Flash, Wally West, and what's his name? Not Dr. Freeze, but the other guy. Snart, what's his name? Some guy that does cold stuff. He's alright. And on the back here, you got his stats. Yeah, Barry Allen, and then his description there. Pause here if you want to give it a full read. It comes with the normal stand here that they all come with the DC logo. Peg there for 1 foot. It's always the same size. What's really fun about the Flash figures is that he comes with all these lightning effects. Just all this lightning. Freaking awesome. And I'll show you right now where it all ports in. So you got this big one with some articulation on it here for both sides, which is pretty cool. That goes right into his back. Like that. I don't really get too much use out of this one. This one seems kind of, I don't know, but either way. He's got these little ones that go into his forearm holes there, just like this. He's got another one on the other side. Let's see here. He's got some bigger ones that I usually figure are for his legs, since they are his driving force compared to his arms. And then he's also got one for his foot, depending on which is leading. So I figure, to get him in a good pose like that, go the opposite leg, because that's how running works. So the way this one works, it's got a peg hole for the actual stand as well, so it kind of transposes that in a way. Bear with me. Yeah, so there we go with all of his lightning effects. Really awesome, really cool effects. McFarlane doesn't normally do this, doesn't seem to like to do this many accessories and effects. I believe I've seen videos and commentary videos of people talking about Todd McFarlane and how he's not really into articulation, and if he could cut out as much as possible, he would. So having gotten this, I was incredibly excited and thrilled. So yeah, overall, this Flash figure is amazing. So yeah, let's take a look at his accessory. Well, that was his accessory. His design and his paint. So he's got a very sleek mold here, which is nice. Some of the other DC figures are much bulkier, like Batman and Superman, or even my previously reviewed Deathstroke is a lot bulkier. Actually, I think this mold might be the same. Not necessarily the same. I mean, some reworks, but along the same lines as the Nightwing figure. He was pretty slender. But yeah, so let's take a look at his head here. He's got some really nice piercing blue eyes. That smirk is just awesome. Love the way his mask goes around his face. I think the design they chose was really great. The lightning bolts here are great, and the lightning effects on his ears are great. I find sometimes, depending on the design, they can be a little more minimalistic, but here they went all out, and I think it works really well. The Flash logo is great. It's not flat. It's you can actually see like this piece was just like inserted over the white, which looks really great. The lightning coming out of there is great. A little imperfection there. Yeah, the lines down the side are really cool. And yeah, the lightning bolts that go around the forearm, waist, and his yellow boots look really great. Yeah, just a lot of nice zigzag lines for lightning is really great. And I really like the shade of red they chose as well. I mean, this is like classic, bright red that the Flash always has, but he has had darker reds, like the upcoming Injustice 2 Flash figure that McFarlane's doing is much more of a burgundy. And same with the CW Flash show. He ended up getting a little more on the burgundy side, which is fine. But I quite like the bright red because it kind of feels faster. So yeah, let's take a look at his articulation now. He's got some decent up and down head here. You can see it definitely just floats on a peg the way the seams look, so he doesn't have any like hinges or anything. It's just on a dumbbell joint, but he gets some pretty good tilt, which with that smirk really conveys a lot of emotion, which I love. I say that pretty much every video. Yeah, he's got good butterfly joints, which for Flash, you could do a lot of fun, like him warming up for a race or something like that. Especially with the kind of, he's got some great tilting here, diaphragm swivel, waist swivel, so he's got some great all around. Overall, this articulation on this figure is phenomenal. Shoulder goes this high, all the way around. His biceps don't really want to go all the way around. It's a little tight. There we go. He's got double jointed elbows that do really well. They go all the way up. And he's got the wrist swivel here. Hand swivels around. And his wrist will swivel on the other side too. This articulation is not always there with the DC figures. I just reviewed Deathstroke, and he didn't have the rotation on the wrist side of the joint, so that's awesome that the Flash does. This wide open hand is great. My only complaint, honestly, about this figure is that he doesn't come with two. He only comes with one fist and one open palm. For running poses, it would have been great if he had two open hands, and for fighting, two fists. But he only comes with one of each. But kind of hard to complain, I guess, with everything else he came with. So that's fine. Yeah, he's got full rotation everywhere. His hips are fantastic. He can do full splits, which you do not see very often. Minimal thigh rotation. And terrific double jointed knees. Not sure if it's because he's a slender mold that his articulation is so good, but either way, it's great. His wrists, his ankles go as far as the mold will allow. Back and forth like that. They rotate. You can see the joint itself is actually rotating as well. So you got great rotation on both ends and toe articulation. So his articulation is fantastic. It does everything you'd possibly want, and honestly, almost more. I'd say articulation-wise, his only improvement could possibly be having maybe a hinge on his neck so that his head can go a little further back and forth. Yeah, so price, the DC McFarlane figures sell for $25 retail with tax. They'll be like $30 Canadian. I got this guy at an EB Games, which is where I get most of my figures, since they have a really good loyalty program. I save 10% at my level. But yeah, so overall, this is a great figure, great buy. If you can find him, absolutely get him. I'm going to give this guy... I'd want to give him a 10, but because of the hands, I'm going to give him a 9. Say 9.5. Yeah, 9.5 out of 10 for this figure. He's nearly perfect. If he had 2 sets of hands, he'd be absolutely perfect. But yeah, that's all I got to say about this figure. If you like the video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment if there's another figure that you'd like me to review. Thanks. Bye.